Yo, we back.
Yes,
No
sir.
debating with Danny Myers, and I got my fellow Hunger Games brother.
Yes, sir.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah, man. Nunn Nunn. You know what it is. Wide Awake, Wilson, North Carolina, man. Salute, bro. You know what it is. Ready to work.
Salute to you for putting on for your city.
Appreciate you, bro.
Salute you for putting on for the
Yeah,
region.
so, man, you know, I keep that with me. They ain't know the hat that I wore when we battled was actually my city specifically. So, you know what I'm saying? That's
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire. That's real love. Always represent where you from.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So let's start it. Where does hip hop come from in Wilson? Where does the rap part come from in Wilson?
I mean, well, you know, to me, like I was, you know, I was born in '91, so when I was in school, rap was already like, you know what I'm saying, like everybody wanted to do it. It was just a big thing, you know what I'm saying. But as far as me battle rapping, it was my homeboy Cian Jones actually. Nunn Nunn versus Cian Jones is on YouTube. Or we had a league called Ill Ordeal Battle League. We were just on some like trying to have some shit, you know what I'm saying? But nobody in Wilson, North Carolina at that time really even knew what battle rap was. It was like a few people that did, but it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't really what it is now. So
what came first? Was it did you have a music passion, or the battle rap thing was first? Which one?
First it was like just school, just rapping in school, freestyling. And then, you know, I started doing that 11, 12, something like that. Then, you know, I tried to make music. I think I was like 16. But I didn't really understand the concept of mixing and mastering and having an engineer. I was still thinking like, yo, all I got to do is buy a mic, buy a computer, and I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? So I went through that phase of putting out shit that won't have no production quality to it. And then, you know, I met a producer. My producer's name's LA Daddy Boy. Shout out to him, man. It's my dog from Chicago. And when I met him, I was probably like 19. He the one that really showed me what rap was, like technically, like how to engineer it, how to make it sound like what it's supposed to sound like, you know what I'm saying? And he also is the person that exposed me to the battle rap world entirely. At that point, he was just a hip hop connoisseur, man. You know what I'm saying? Not that I don't want to call him an old head. He'd probably be mad if he see this shit, and I know he'd probably watch it. You know what I'm saying? But he was older than me. You feel me?
Okay.
So he been doing, you know, he had been mixing, mastering, recording, singing. You know what I'm saying? And he's a hip hop connoisseur. He been one since probably the inception of hip hop or in his early days. You feel me? So I meet him. I'm young. I'm from Wilson, North Carolina. My first time I meet somebody who's from Chicago, from a whole nother area. He just shined a light on the whole game to me. And like from then, like it was just, it's
you
all
just
I
became
could do.
a student in the
Yeah,
game,
bro.
started soaking up everything you could.
That's exactly what it was, man. My first producer, I feel like, was a real producer. We got old songs that's up there that's still on YouTube right now. Type in Nunn Nunn Cold Outside on YouTube. You can find that Nunn Nunn 6 Pennies. That's an old one. We got a song called Without You. I got a song with me in LA and my homeboy Rock, rest in peace, man. He passed away a few years back. We did a song together to the AZ beat. Damn, I can't do more money, more murder, more homicide.
Right.
We did that beat. We remixed it, so we called that one More Struggle, More Hustle. But these are old songs. But this producer was really the one that opened my eyes to like, yo, this is battle rap. Because before that, I think I knew who Murder Mook was from Calling Out Cass. And like I know this is funny, but I had seen Hoffa and Dose because that kind of went viral or whatever. And but I knew, like, I was very limited in what I knew, bro. I actually went to Job Corps, man, and this is when Disaster was the first battle rapper I seen and really knew, like, okay, it's something more to battle rap. It's not just like, because before that, battle rap to me was two people. Okay, let's rap. See who nicer. And that's really, it was no business to it. There was no culture to it, no lead to it. Like I didn't have a mind for that. But Disaster was actually the first battler I seen, and the first battle that I seen was him in A Class.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah, it was him in A Class, and then I just went on I went through like a rabbit hole phase.
Went through the rabbit hole, right?
Yeah, I'm just watching Disaster versus everybody. Like I'm like, yo, Disaster's the greatest rapper in the world. I remember telling people this shit all the time. I swear to God, he's been like, yo, there's nobody fucking with Disaster. I remember saying that shit all the time, and then I get so far into battle rap now, I'm finding new people, and I'm like, oh shit, hold on now. What about, I think it was Ars. Ars was probably my second favorite battle rapper. I just went through like a whole phase of watching nothing but Ars, and then I seen Ars and Conceited, so Conceited was my new favorite. But it was, I was young, man. I was probably like 19 years old when I really.
First of all, shout out to Disaster. I always been on my Mount Rushmore. Always been one of the people I looked up to coming out of the West. So shout out to him. Of course, Arsenal, one of the pillars of battle rap, modern day disrespect. He kind of opened that lane up. So who exactly would you say you got the DNA of your style from? Like what's the foundation of your rap style? Bro. Okay, there we go.
That was my first one. I think I've evolved on it since then.
Shout out to B Magic.
B Magic, bro, all day long, bro. B Magic when he was going through the run of him and Lynx Montana, him and Heartless, him and Chilla Jones, him and
Fire.
Him and bro, it was I'm missing some of them. I know
so many of them.
But it was
him and Tay Rock.
Yeah. That time, bro. It was that him and Clips.
He was the first person to beat Charlie Clips.
Yeah, bro. It was just the continuous punchline style. See, punchlines has always been my favorite aspect of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Just as a fan, I was a Big L fan. I was a Cassidy fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Lloyd Banks fan. I'm a Lil Wayne fan. I like people that punchline.
Right.
So when I'm hearing Magic for the first time, not only is he punching, but he's punching on a level I never heard nobody punch on before. You know what I'm saying? We'll leave a couple in your top like a wedding cake.
Like a wedding. Man, I think I opened up my my first round versus B Magic with that bar just because of how iconic the bar was. And I thought B Magic definitely paved the way for so many of us punchers. That's why when I did that third round versus B Magic, it was like
congratulate like a
I had to. And I never knew that. I never knew he was like your influence. Like I didn't know that.
When I first jumped in the ring, if it was a battler where I was like, yo, I want to sound like this person, it was definitely B Magic.
Shout out to the legend B Magic, man. Like I said, he birthed a whole generation of battle rappers. So people be acting like he didn't, but he did.
Yeah.
So now, okay, now let me move forward. Okay, you get out of high school. Where exactly did your first like not a cipher rap battle? You know how you be at school, you be in a cipher, and then I'm talking about like a organized.
Yeah, organized. So like we went to I went to Bedingfield. So I really went to Hunt. In my city is 3 high schools, Hunt, Fike, and Bedingfield. I really went to Hunt the whole time. I had dropped out my senior year, and I moved to the other side of the county. I went to Bedingfield. And at Bedingfield, I heard they was doing it at my school too. So there's people that watch this from my school, a little older than me. They was saying they was battle rapping at my school, but I don't really remember it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I went to Bedingfield, they was actually battle rapping, like in the lunchroom type shit. Like, oh, you rap, he rap, go. Like, and this was my first time really seeing this shit. So, I jumped into it, like, and it was a thing where it was like, okay, Friday when we get to school, they gon' battle each other type shit. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it was high school. I think like when I first got the feeling of like battle rap. But as far as like organized, like in the YouTube era, I set one up myself. It's Me versus Blitzen. You can look that up. Blitzen spelled with a Z. That's my guy, man. It's a good friend of mine. So I had reached out to a couple leagues. I was a fan, and I can't remember what leagues I reached out to, but all of the leagues was like, you ain't got no footage. And I was like, well, shit, how the fuck do I get footage? You know what I'm saying?
If I ain't, I gotta start somewhere.
Right, so I'm in that phase of like, I know nobody want to give me a shot. I'm from Wilson, North Carolina. I'm hitting up leagues in New York City. You know what I'm saying? So they probably like, who the fuck is this dude? Never heard of him. But you know, I'm sending them my songs and shit, and they like, yeah, that's cool, but that ain't this. So I told my homeboy, I'm like, yo, this is the problem I'm having. So reached out to another friend of mine in Rocky Mount. He was a tattoo artist. He let us get the tattoo shop for the day.
Yeah.
We probably had like 20, 30 people in there. My guy, LA, that was the producer that pretty much showed me the whole shit. He was completely supportive of the vision. He was nice with the camera too. So he filmed the battle, edited the battle. I sent that battle to Bloody Knuckles in Spitters League in New York. And funny ass story, man. I don't know if you remember this or not, but when I was on Spitters League in New York, I was brand new in my career. I probably had like 2-3 battles. I actually called you, or I text you or something, and I was like,
I remember.
I was like, yo, I'm trying to set up a battle with you on Spitters League.
I remember.
And you called me, and you was like, yo, Nunn Nunn, I'm gonna fuck you up, man. I'm gonna fuck you up. And I was like, yo, it was crazy because we never battled, and then for us to end up battling on Nunn.
That's crazy, right?
Like, bro, that's insane.
That's some crazy shit. It's like you manifested that shit from years back.
Yeah.
So
that shit's insane.
let's go to the white rapper shit. It's something like it's obvious you're a white rapper.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a played out angle to me. Like when black guys battle white battle rappers, they just try to say, "Hey, white boy, what you know about being in the? You don't know shit about that. You a police. You a fiend. You a junkie. You're a guest in the culture and all this shit, right?
Yeah.
These are things that are like kind of like built-in angles. You know what I mean?
My thing, this is my all right. So I go real deep with it. For one, I don't like to racially stereotype even a black person that's saying that just because you're black, you know what it's like to be in the hood every day. Because I feel like that's wrong for me to assume that just by the look of somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I go more off of the mind and the heart, man. I like to know where people are from, actually where they're from. There's plenty of black men and black women that are scientists, doctors, politicians, all these types of things.
Right.
But in stereotypical world, they would say that those are generally white people shit, right? But I don't know. I feel like I've always been unplugged from that matrix. I never had that problem. And as far as like battle rap goes, I feel like if you're gonna use the angle, at least make it one entertaining. Don't just, because I feel like the history lesson of it is like, I get the history lesson a lot where it's like, you know what I'm saying, historically what white people have done that has been fucked up for generations and generations. We'll never say that that's not a real thing. That's real. But I just feel like after so many times of hearing the same angle, it's kind of like, man.
It's inescapable, right? It's like one of those angles that, and that's why, even in our battle, I just kind of wanted to make a point, like, we just kind of really rap without doing it. And even though I still kind of had the parallel universe about the Sharon shit, it was like I wanted to just rap with you because I didn't want to like take the easy route and do the little cheat code shit. Yeah. You know, we in Houston, it's a gang of black people in the audience, so now I could just cater to them and talk about our struggles versus what we went through and versus a white man, and now I automatically get a round at least.
And I think my struggle has always been, because I mean you know this, but my struggle has always been like my life was not easy. It was very, very far from being easy. And I never tried to look at it like, all right, so stereotypically, like the white people where I'm from are fucked up. Like not all of them, but they're fucked up, bro. Like a lot of drug addicts, a lot of just bad shit that goes on. Like, and I always struggled because I don't come from the side of town where even the white people over there are really bad. Like they're not. Like I done seen a lot of fucked up shit. Like, all right, well, we gonna go deep with it. Let's go deep with it. My mom was murdered when I was 16 years old. Now I don't like that. I don't want to put that in a race in a light of race, but it's hard for me to say like my mom was killed by a white man. A white man killed my mom in a neighborhood where it was a bunch of country ass white people all around.
Mm-hmm.
So my mind from at a very young age was already set to, nah, these white people are real life fucking devils in real life. Like I have a different, and maybe it's because of where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? And I know that there's plenty of people that, and I feel like I could be a voice for, there's white people that are in the South that don't subscribe to any of the fuck shit that's all around them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I feel like when you're young and you're white and you grow up in a country ass place, you're put into the position of, if you do this, you're not white, like you're not one of us, or like, and I never wanted to be one of them. You know what I'm saying? I seen all type of racist ass shit growing up, bro. Just being in the South, Confederate flags are everywhere where I grew up. That's just the area. That's, you know, it's getting better now over the time. Now people are starting to outlaw it and shit like that. But like, you even look at Mississippi state flag was a Confederate flag up until just a few years ago.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like I seen a lot of fucked up ass shit. So growing up, I never wanted to be. I guess I never
subscribe to it.
Yeah, like
so you was like, y'all not gonna brainwash me with this shit.
Nah,
like,
bro, my mind is more than this. Like I'm more than this, bro. Like this can't be real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this can't be real outside of this little area. So I was just always had a mind for that, bro. And hip hop was the culture that took me away from all of that, because just the lyricism, the art form of it, the beauty of being able to put your soul in a track, or put your story in there and defy all the odds, or say the shit that people don't want you to say. You could cross them lines, because, like, you know, we talk about controversial topics all the time. So that was my release. That was my escape from all of that shit. So in a return, the white angle for me is like, it's okay, but I'm so unplugged from it.
Yeah, so it don't really bother you.
It don't.
It don't even. Nobody's gonna just necessarily go in there and just do that and beat you with it.
Yeah,
because you're like, I still can rap. At the end of the day, right. I can beat you.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you, man, it's got to be a tough position too, because, like, and this don't really even get brought up enough, but like, white people, it's kind of like y'all got certain advantages, and then y'all got certain disadvantages in battle rap. With the race thing, really, it does matter, right? Let's take some white guys who are not even as good. Sometimes they get extra props because they white, and they doing something that you know, predominantly black people do it. But when you're nice at something black people do, you get extra props.
It's like Lil Dicky, for example, a rapper like that. You know what I'm saying? For example, like he get his recognition. Not saying that he's not talented, but he get a lot of his recognition for doing stereotypical gimmicky white people shit, right? And that was my angle for Sharon. When I battled Sharon, it was like, yo, your kryptonite is when you stand in front of a white person that says, fuck all that corny shit.
Yeah.
Now,
speaking of, we'll get to that. We'll get right back to that. Also, now watch the disadvantages. When you're in front of the black people and they hitting you with the angle, like the race angle, it's like you better not. You can't do shit back.
Don't say nothing.
You cannot do shit back. Like, they can say, you white honky cracker, this, that, and the third.
I think Pat Stay pushes that envelope, though. That was one thing I always seen about Pat. He was like that.
Shit, Cadillac Ron too. R.I.P.
Yeah, rest in peace to Cadillac Ron, but that's different.
Shit, your man Caustic too. They'll go to the line with that shit.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know if they necessarily cross the line.
Caustic not a fan of mine though. I don't think he liked me too much.
Well, hey, talk about it in the ring. But
I'll cook his ass. I'm
just saying though, like, y'all, it's like you get called every racist thing possible, right? Like, but you can't say, well, you can't even do the N word. You can't say nothing about.
Y'all heard Danny was like, you can't look for real. Yo, it's an old video I was on your channel where you was like, y'all don't know this. But Nunn Nunn just said the N-word. I just seen him. You said it was on your channel. It was on. I was like, bro,
I was fucking around.
I was like, yo, don't ever do that to me, bro. They gonna cancel my ass right now.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like but
white people are not allowed to say the N-word. That's just like, that's not battle rap or nothing. I don't like. My thing is this, like, white people are allowed to rap. You can say that shit however you want to, but it's just like, yo, it's certain things that are better left untouched, man.
Hell yeah, because you playing with your career and your life.
Yeah,
you like, motherfucker around not get out the building, you say the wrong thing. I remember what's that dude? What's that white boy, man? He said that
William
shit.
Wolf. The William Wolf.
William fucking Wolf, man.
Yeah.
I swear to God, like, I knew eventually one day one of y'all was gonna say that shit. Like, fuck it, I don't care. But anyway, moving along. Let's move along.
Moneybags used to. I feel like Moneybags used to say it.
You know what though? Moneybags was kind of like, he was with Team Homie. He almost kind of had like the hood pass though. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
I for a long time I didn't even know he was white. For real, I thought he was mixed. Like, I thought he was mixed. You might be black and white, or you're Spanish and black or something.
Yeah,
but,
I see what
you know, but that's a touchy topic, but it's like something that all white battle rappers or just white rappers in general be having to deal with. And I just be interested in how they go along with combating it, or, well, you can't really combat it, but if you do, it's like you said, a lot of consequences come with that shit.
That's my thing. Is like, with me, it don't really bother me because if you make a long, drawn out angle of it, it's gonna fall on deaf ears. Eventually, the crowd gonna get tired.
Yeah, it could be true.
But if you take a white angle and you make it lyrical, it's powerful, it's fire, it's in a creative way. I never heard it before.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna give you credit for it.
Yeah, ain't nothing you can really do.
On top of that, I'm a capping ass motherfucker in that ring. I tell you, I fuck you, bitch, and I don't even know what she look like. You know what I'm saying? So who am I to get mad when somebody be like, yo, you white and blah, blah. Okay, all right, whatever. I'm gonna talk about how I beat the shit out of you for that. And I don't even want to hurt you. So battle rap is all art, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's like, you know, you gonna say whatever you gonna say, man. I ain't taking no personal feelings of it or nothing. It's just the angle can be redundant because it's been used a lot. That's the only thing. So with me, it's like,
let's talk about the top best white rappers, battle rappers.
Nunn
Nunn. Talk your shit. Come on, keep naming them.
Lance Nunn.
Keep talking.
Robert Lance Nunn.
Keep talking.
Y'all bitch asses some personals. Y'all got the whole goddamn name. If you can't come up with no new name flips after that shit, I don't know. Now I'm saying, all right, so my 3 top white battle rappers, I would go 100 Bullets.
Oh my God. See, now they gonna kill your ass for that.
Y'all just playing, man. That's a classic joke, man. Damn, why do we really gotta do this though? The top 3? I think the top 3 respect.
Name them.
It'll be Iron and Pat.
Okay.
It's Iron and Pat for sure. They at the top. However you place them, I would put.
Where's Ilmac? Where's Soul?
My top 3 though.
Where's Rome?
You asking me my top 3?
Yeah, where's Sharon?
You asking me my top 3? My top 3 is interchangeable Pat and Iron for number 1. Number 2, I gotta say Big K, man. I gotta say Big K.
Big K fire.
Just resume wise, just the work he put in. So that's 2 right there, cause Pat and Iron.
Okay.
I can't pick between Pat.
1A and 1B. Okay, I'll accept that.
3, man. I'm gonna say Real Deal, man.
Shout out to Real Deal. You never battled Real Deal?
Nah, I ain't never battled him.
Can you beat Real Deal?
That's my guy. Like, me and Real Deal actually real good friends.
Can you beat Real Deal?
I don't think I would battle Real Deal. I just don't have the urge to, like, we so cool with each other, man. I would hate to battle them.
Speaking of white rappers, You got Mike P coming up.
Yeah.
Couple days. Battle in the Bayou. First time URLs come to New Orleans. And you got Mike P.
Yeah.
We got white on white crime. What's going on, man? How does this battle go?
To me, man, I plan on fucking him up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even trying to say that shit for the camera. Like, I really just want to beat the shit out of Mike P. I don't want it to be close.
Why?
Because I feel like, when we came into URL, Mike used to front on me. I wanted to battle him. He made it seem like he was way further along than me and that I didn't deserve the battle for many years. And I was kind of like, all right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And now you on the decline, he on the decline, I'm on the incline. And he felt like he gonna meet me in the middle because now it makes sense. And it's like, no, you have been a punching bag on URL for your past however many battles, and I'm not finna be the one that you get your get back on. You're not finna get your name back off of me. You're not finna, no, I'm not, I don't care.
What do you do better than Mike P?
I think I flow better than him. I think I punch better than him. I think I have better presence than him. I think I'm more relatable. More believable.
It's crazy because if he was in here, he would say all those same exact things.
Yeah, but he asked though.
Shit, come on, man. Mike P not ass, right?
Pizza. I don't want to hear nobody rap like that, bro. I'll give you a little slice. Pizza. I don't want to hear that, bro. I don't know. It ain't.
Go on and talk to him then. Talk to him.
It ain't for me, man. It ain't for me.
Quick.
I think Mike can flow very well though. Like he's like.
Oh no, he can flow.
Yeah, he's a good rapper. He's like a rapper's rapper. That's why I was like about Mike. Like I could hear him in a cipher going crazy or something like that. But when it comes to being on that stage with me, man, I just don't think he has enough intensity. I think he's going to die down. I think he's going to lose some allure. He's going to have possibly 2 minutes into his first round sound pretty good, and it's going to start to dwindle out. And I think that's usually the time when I kick up and elevate and turn up. So, you know what I'm saying? I just, and address some other shit too, man. I think the battle rap media is full of shit. I just want to throw that out there because y'all be saying dumbass shit like Nunn don't clearly win battles, but I got 84% of the fan vote versus she. 84%. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
How do I not clearly win battles? 84 sounds clear as fuck to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, I beat O-Red in the fan vote on caffeine too. Shout out to O-Red. But, the only battle that they saying is debatable is me and you. And it's like, who the fuck beating Danny Myers? So it's like, what the fuck? Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, and I went in there not scared to freestyle with you. Like, how many, man, most people wouldn't even try to take on that type of challenge. You know
Absolutely. Let's go. One last thing I want to ask you. And I've been saying this for years. At one point, North Carolina and South Carolina had a major force. They was on the way up.
At one point? What you mean?
Watch this.
All right,
watch what I'm saying.
On this interview, man. No, I'm just playing. Look, I got another round. I got some throwaways. No,
okay, well, watch this. Riggs,
yes,
T-Top.
Yes, sir.
Let's take Briggs. Let's say R Streets, Chitty Bang, Strategize.
You went way
Blu-ray
back,
Blade.
Listen,
this is the era.
Nunn Nunn.
Watch this. That's what I'm saying. I know my history, right? So, Kid Chaos, DG, right? So they had a crazy movement. And they were going to be the next region up. Always battle rap was New York, New Jersey, Chicago, Detroit. Then we got St. Louis. Then the West Coast started really getting its props as far as URL goes. Now, when y'all on y'all way up, here comes the DMV. Here comes Drugs, Ryder, Twerk. Even the ones that came later with Sheed, Ace Amin, Cuban, just so many names, right? The Carolina movement kind of went, I think, when T-Top, and it was that moment T-Top didn't, I guess, jump in our streets round. That was like the beginning of the
Nah,
demise.
it won't, because the thing is, our streets and T-Top, they ain't never really like each other anyway. So I ain't never understand why that even happened. They battled each other on RBC. The original league in North Carolina is RBC. That's where all the everybody came from.
Regardless of that battle or not.
But did you see that battle between Streets and Top?
Yes.
They ain't finished their third round. It was already in the air that it was a little sticky between them two already, and I got mad love for both of these guys. This is documented. You can go watch T-Top versus R Streets. They didn't even get to finish their first battle. So in my mind, I'm looking at Streets. I'm like, bro, and I don't even understand why he would have reached out to Top. Like I don't, bro. I don't personally. I don't think that's a Carolina movement thing. I think that was a discrepancy amongst them
between two men.
Yeah, between them two, for real.
However, though, I feel like that movement lost steam. That movement itself, because I ain't gonna say it was because of that was the defining thing, but that was one of the things. And then y'all kind of let the DMV take y'all spot.
Well,
I'm not saying y'all
reality,
don't have it. Y'all not getting back.
I'm gonna say this, and now I get to talk my shit. The DMV movement was led by somebody from New Jersey and somebody from the Bronx, New York. You got, shout out to Drugs, but outside of Drugs and Ace, who else? Ryder, Twerk is from New Jersey. Luke Castro is from New York.
But they was repping.
I see. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So when we talk this Carolina shit, I was born and raised in Wilson, North Carolina. T-Top was born and raised in Fuquay Varina, North Carolina. Swamp from Marion, South Carolina. These are small towns that people not heard of. We really had to work, and these areas are not like really in close proximity of each other. So I'm talking about shit, man. I think Carolina is one of the greatest movements ever, but I just don't. For some reason, I don't understand. I think there's always an asterisk placed on us for some reason.
So is it more of a movement now, like together, like a North and South Carolina? Or we're the Carolinas?
Yeah, it's always been Carolinas with me. I think to break it down was let DMV go fry my ass down. To break it down for me, it's always been Carolinas. It's just Swamp wanted to battle T-Top. So you got the number one battler in North Carolina versus the number one battler in South Carolina.
Well, I mean, that's just natural.
That's naturally gonna happen. Yeah. So of course everybody from SC gonna ride with Swamp, and
we from South Carolina.
You feel me? And everybody from NC gonna ride with T-Top. Now it was just part of it. Now at the same time, you had a bunch of people in NC that was like, we don't like how T-Top doing this and that, whatever they was saying. So even they was riding with Swamp. So it was crazy. So I think even at the time, I think what Swamp was trying to do, looking back at it in hindsight, is show people like New York got their name because they was battling each other. People on the West, y'all so great because y'all would battle each other. It ain't look that crazy, but when it was Swamp and T-Top, it was looked at like, oh man, the Carolinas hate each other, and it was just like, they the two best in each state, so it's gotta happen. You know what I'm saying?
So do you feel like right now in 2022, what month is this? It's August. So as far as August 2022, where does the Carolinas rank in battle rap? And do you feel your region is above the DMV movement? Shout out to Henny Man and everybody. Even put Maryland in it.
You gotta put Henny Man in there. I didn't say Henny Man's name earlier. DMV gonna crucify me, man. I just feel like, because that's always been the one, and I really want to see the Carolinas. We take the best in the Carolinas versus the best in the DMV, and I'll let y'all get Twerk and Luke Castro too.
He said I'll let y'all get them,
even though they from where they from. Y'all get
man.
Them. Well, who we got?
But so do we need a card?
We got News. Hold on, I'm gonna get the lineup ready. We got Bad News. And y'all be hating on Bad News, and he be fucking a lot of y'all up.
That's facts. Shout out to my man Bad News.
Bad News, Riggs, Glueasy, Zigzag, Nunn Nunn. I'll go get EXO.
Go get EXO for sure.
You know what I'm saying? They don't even know how crazy EXO
He's
is.
insane.
You know what I'm saying? Then, that's all NC. Then let's go SC. We got Kid Chaos, Truth Watson, DG the Piranha, Swamp.
All fire.
You feel me? Ton going crazy right now. You battle Ton.
Shout out to Ton.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we got a stupid move, bro. The
So-
DMV need to leave us
So
alone.
can we
bro.
can we get that card?
Who would they say? Who would we battle?
I man.
I told Tay Rock, man, yo, clip this shit and send it to Rock. Whenever you set up the card in Baltimore, line me up with any one of your Maryland shooters that you got, Rock. I dust their ass off in Baltimore. We'll do it. We'll set the card up that way. Who would I think?
So you're saying the Carolinas is over?
Drugs seen me battle Sharon, and Drugs said, man, I would never want to battle that Nunn. He said he'll never want to battle that Nunn.
But he would though.
He would though. So bring your ass outside,
Oh.
Drugs, and let's get this money. Man. Cause I think Drugs is having a hell of a year, man. So,
Absolutely. He's been having a hell of a 2-3 years.
Yes, he is, man. And
I called
really
him the most improved battle rapper.
I want to battle Drugs, man. I really do.
Damn, I never thought of that matchup. That's
it's
crazy.
A lot of energy. It's like high. It's a high intensity battle. I like that battle, man. I really like that battle for like a small room setting. Even if it's on a stage, we'll do the stage.
Let's do it on a volume. Let's do it on a band. Let's do it on a super fight, something like that. But
Who else would we have? We got all right. So me and Drugs. I like to see Ace and Chaos. Ace and Chaos. I think they too good of friends.
They didn't battle each other?
They ain't battled each other yet.
Oh,
Ace and
two
Swamp
crazy
battle.
lyrical
But
pins.
I think they real good friends though.
So what?
If they could put that to the side, just lyrically, I would like to see Ace and Chaos.
I'm cool with Kid Chaos. I'm cool with Ace. I battled both of them.
Yeah.
And both of those battles were crazy. So they can definitely get that going. So yeah, man. I mean, that's pretty much what I wanted to cover for right now. We'll come right back after the battle with Mike P.
And Swamp Beach work already. So we got that win over the
He had to throw that in there right quick.
We've been kind of whooping up on the DMV for a while.
Oh man, please send. Hey, y'all in the comments, y'all let me know who y'all got. Do y'all got the Carolinas or do you have the DMV? Which movement is bigger and better to you? And who has the better rappers from those regions? Y'all let me know in the comments below. Please subscribe to the channel.
I wanna see the card.
Share this shit. Talk about it. Let's get the card going.
Hit me up, Kels. We got a great idea for. Like I tell you what, I'll get my Carolina team together. Tell Kels and she to hit me up. We'll do it on OSBL. We'll come to their house. I'll get my Carolina team together. Look, listen, bro. I done beat She twice this year.
Yikes.
We can go to the DMV and we can clean house real quick. I'm all for this.
Let the people know where they can follow you at.
Yeah, at its_Nunn Nunn on everything, man. Twitter, IG, all
Tell
of
them
that,
again.
Man. At its_Nunn Nunn, ITS_Nunn Nunn. Twitter.
Anything you got
IG.
coming? Music, merch.
Music wise, I got a Cypher just came out, Worldwide Cypher 2 with my bro Screwface John. I'm on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, all the good shit. I got a couple joints. You can hit the links in my Instagram and my Twitter. Get all the merch. I got new designs coming out all the time.
Fire.
Yeah, just rock with me.
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games shit, man. You know what it is. Big HG shit, man. We signing out, bro. My bro Tink finna go crazy versus Jack. And that count for another DM. Just keep going back to it, man. Just keep going back.
This has been another great episode. No Debating with Danny Myers.
Salute.
Shout out to J. Rome, the whole Hunger Games.
Yes, sir. Shout out to J. Rome.
We out here.
Yes, sir.
Peace.